Wheels. Have bikes always been the way they are today? Ling was working very hard at the studio when the phone rang. "Hi, Ben," she said. "What a nice surprise to hear from you." As she listened to Ben, Ling began to smile. "I read the same article in the newspaper about the bike club," said Ling. "I plan to talk with the club members tonight. You're welcome to meet me there, and I can take you home when we're finished." After Ben checked with his mum, he made plans to meet Ling that night. Ling had met many people by the time Ben arrived. She was having fun talking with the bike club members. Ben joined Ling while she was having a conversation with a club member. "Ben, this is Anne Marsh. We've been talking about the history of bikes," said Ling. Anne likes to read books about the invention and history of the bicycle, just as I do. "The only thing I know about bikes is that I like to ride them," Ben said. He looked around. Then he pointed at the bikes propped against the walls. "My bike looks like some of these," he said. "Bikes look very different today than they looked in the past," said Ling. Anne agreed. She began telling Ben some of the history of the bicycle. She told him the first bike was invented in France in 1790. It looked like a wooden horse on wooden wheels. The first bike was called a walk-along. The rider made it go by pushing with his or her feet. There was no way to steer it until nearly 30 years later. Then the horse's head was replaced by a handle. That allowed the rider to turn the front wheel. In 1839, a blacksmith added foot pedals that turned the back wheel. The most well-known of the early bikes was the high-wheeler. This bike had a large front wheel and a small rear wheel. The rider sat over the front wheel. It was about 5 feet high. The rider had to take a running leap just to get on the seat. The bicycle of today appeared in 1890. Both wheels were the same size, and the bikes used pedal brakes. This kind of bike has been ridden ever since then. After listening, Ben said, "It sounds like the only thing that hasn't changed about bicycles is the fun we have riding them."